Cuckoo by Gretchen Felker Martin, one of the most harrowing reads I've read as of late. I've been recommended Manhunt by the same author many times and just have never gotten around to reading it, but it is now absolutely soared up my to-read list because of how much I enjoyed reading this book. The story of Cuckoo revolves around a group of 7 kids who are non-cisgender, non-heterosexual kids whose parents absolutely disapprove of them as human beings and send them to this conversion camp in the middle of the desert in 1995. And at this desert conversion camp, they are forced to band together and face an absolutely unfathomable evil. And they survive this evil in 1995, but they come out as completely different people. And then fast forward 16 years later, these kids who are now adults are forced to band back together, and as broken survivors, they have to put an end to the evil that they first faced 16 years in the past, not only for the fate of themselves, but honestly for the fate of the world. This sort of narrative structure of kids going through traumatic things, encountering sort of an otherworldly evil, and then having to come back together in their adulthood with old conflicts between each other resurfacing, having to contend with themselves and with their friends as they have become either new versions of who they used to be now that they are adults, or their sort of existing flaws from their childhood and existing conflicts continue to butt up against each other, is one of my favorite things. And it first came when I read It by Stephen King years and years ago. And it is a structure and a setup that just seemingly never gets old for me. And it comes together in an absolutely horrifying and satisfying way in Cuckoo by Gretchen Felker Martin. And if that's a story setup that you like, I would definitely recommend checking this one out because it is terrifying and it is terrifyingly hard to put down.